is one of the most unique places you can ever watch a college football game, and we expect it to be just as loud and energetic here today. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. And the Longhorns headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. Deep in the end zone, it's Bussey. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Second and long here. On the move. Down he goes. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Play fake, Marcel Reed. Rifles it down the middle. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Takes the handoff, it's Henderson. Breaks into the open. He's at the 20. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns!
And that is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it. And you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. Palmer, there's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed. And that guy takes off, erases some angles, and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the second level, they always get caught. This guy is a little bit different. And now if you're on defense, that's a big alert. You know, hey, if we don't tackle him, if linebackers miss him, if safeties miss him, and this guy gets in the second level, he is taking it to the house. There's a lot of pressure now on this defense to tackle.
Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Calls his own number. Turning it on. Enough to move the chains. He's at the 50. The 30. The 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Aggies.
What a big-time run. He's still running over That's one of those when you're running to the end zone, you're looking behind you, you're looking on the Jumbotron to see if anybody's going to catch it, and nobody's going to catch him on that huge touchdown run.
Oh, and it hits the left upright. No good. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. The Lone Star Showdown. The rivalry once thought dead and gone, but it is back. And now we find out who gets the right to lay claim to the football-obsessed state of Texas. This matchup has had all kinds of great moments, and we're ready for some more. Welcome to Kyle Field in College Station, Texas. It's the Texas Longhorns and the Texas A&M Aggies. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Hey guys, checking in with the Texas head coach before the game. This is a challenging environment, bringing his team in here against a very quality opponent. This has so many implications for postseason, rankings, strength of schedule, all of those metrics. But more important, he knows how hard it is to get a win here on the road. Back to you guys.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. I guess they're not interested in kicking it away. They're lining up for an onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Let's take just a moment here and talk a little about Texas. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these two teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this up.
Makes the grab in their space. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Well, look, I know this guy is not the biggest running back in college football, but boy, is he dangerous, right? He's so shifty. He's hard to bring down. It's a good idea to get him going in the passing game. Put him out in space. Let's see what he can do.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Using his legs, it's Henderson. Oh, he's got some space. He rumbles all the way 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one.
And that's the benefit to the run game. Keep pounding, keep pounding. Now you break one all the way down to the 2-yard.
And don't stop it. Get down, get lined up quick, and give it to this dude again to go score a TD.
After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are, 1st and goal. Out wide right, it's Wingo. Could not make his way to the corner.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
On the move. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Longhorn. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Fielded in the end zone, it's Bussey. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. They'll run this play from the pistol. On the run, it's Owens. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. Did Bevo really get his name after altering a brand on his backside put there by Texas A&M students? So many questions to answer since 1894, guys.
And that's what's so cool about this rivalry. When you have the back and forth and who did what, going all the way back to 1894, Reese's first birthday. What an amazing rivalry.
There have been a lot of good players during that stretch, too. Think about Ricky Williams from the Horns, Johnny Manziel, Texas A&M. So many great coaches have patrolled the sidelines in this rivalry for years.
He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. Quick give. It's Owens. He stopped at the 23 and still a ways to go to pick up the first down.
And, man, that's a great job by this defense using the offensive momentum. They go down the field, score. They get you jacked up, excited. Defense is about adrenaline and really being able to play fast and physical and hard. Now they come out, 3 plays, they get the stop and force a 4th down.
And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with his 7-0 lead. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Grab behind the line. It's Coleman. Lowers those pads. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. The Longhorns come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. They'll try the left side. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Arch is going to throw for it. Right side, it's Henderson. There he goes. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Longhorns look to keep this drive humming. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. He's got enough. Could be an alley. Into the house. Touchdown, Texas!
Well, on that run, he shows you why he's so dynamic. He's got all the tools in the toolbox to hit the home run, David, and they're going to stay patient with him. They know they're not going to score a touchdown every single time they give it to him, but he is that guy that can break the game wide open for this offense. Expect more from him.
Yeah, and then once you start giving it to him, you create that balance on offense. Then you can play action and suck those linebackers up. So it's only going to help this offense make it more two-dimensional as opposed to one. Get the running game going, and then it opens up the pass.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run it out of the shotgun. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
When you think Texas A&M football, man, you think running the football all the way back to R.C. Slocum, a great Aggie head coach. You just want to be the more physical team, and you want to be imposing your will. This guy right here, Tony the Rock, has the ability to wear and grind on defenses. He brings that physical presence to this offense.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion from the wideout. Breaks into the open. The 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Aggie. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. It didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or 2, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Hits inside, it's Henderson. Just smothered on the play. The Longhorns want to crank the tempo.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Third down coming, but we'll have to wait just a second. Offense wants to think things over. They call a timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on 3rd down. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Gets it past the marker for a first down, and that's the way we will wrap up the first quarter. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. And you saw it right there on that play.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Give to the running back. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense. Texas calls its campus to 40 acres. This running game might cover 40 acres before it's over.
That would be a heck of a day. I don't know how many yards that would be. That would be a quick conversion. How good's your math, Reese, to try to calculate that? But they're having a lot of success, a lot of history with great running backs at the University of Texas. And this guy is having a day.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Good job just to get rid of that one.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
3rd and short from the 22. Is the field goal unit getting ready, or is this already 4-down territory? And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
And it's a good job by this defense, man. They got him in 3rd and short, but, man, they've got to do a better job. If they want to get back in this football game, like, they've got to force some field goals. They've got to force some punts. They've got to force something to go their way, and they've got to be better on 3rd down.
And the Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Throwing Manning. Out wide right, it's Henderson. Touchdown, Texas! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. They march 72 yards, and the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. Fielded in the end zone. It's Bussey. Gets it out to the 33 before he goes out of bounds. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Kill. 139 Albatross. 139 Albatross.
Reed. He's looking deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
making the adjustment. To the air, it's Reed. Right side, it's Edwards. Turning it on! Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. The Aggies, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Just going to keep it after the snap. There's a crease. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this, that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Long way to go on second down. Quarterback will keep it. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play. Timeout taken by Texas. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They need a huge play on 3rd and long. Using his feet. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. The Longhorns stop the clock for the final time, calling their 3rd timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Just drives it between the uprights. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
A lot of time left to line up for an onside kick. I mean, you're risking giving up really good field position. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do.
Now, you don't see a lot of these. You don't see a lot of onside kicks earlier in the game, especially in the second quarter. You still feel each other out. You're still getting into the game. You don't want to give away that momentum, but that's exactly what they did by failing on that onside kick.
Takes the handoff. It's Henderson. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
And you think the defense is dialed into this guy? Like, he's already had such a great start to the football game, and you know they're using him. Great job by this defense. Great adjustment. Great job being downhill, physical, fast right now, and getting him stopped.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll send the back in motion. Here's Arch to throw. Out wide left, it's Townsend. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
And, man, guys, we talked about this guy coming into the game, right? He is good, and he can catch the football. He can make plays. That's his first target on the day. And I think the defense is just as surprised as we are, but the offense definitely got to get this guy more involved.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Henderson. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Longhorn! They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. And it's blocked.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
He'll bring it out. It's Bussey. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. This quarterback part of their running game. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Texas A&M going up tempo.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
After a good pickup on the run, it's second down.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. Throws to the wideout. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
3rd down is a big factor in games. It's something I know this offense in particular practices often throughout the week, but they just haven't been able to get it done so far in this game on these critical downs. That time, quarterback can't link up with his guy, and they've got to find a better way of being more efficient on 3rd.
The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. That first punt was a beauty. They'd take another one just like it. It's a fake. He's going to throw it. And it's caught. Can he get it to the sticks? And they caught them with their drawers down as the throw and catch picked up the first down on the fake. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Reed. Left side is Edwards. Inside the 15. Out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. Run in the red zone, it's Owens. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. They get the timeout called here and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. After making his first field goal, he'll try to put up another with a shorty from 26. Absolutely perfect. Are forced to settle for the field goal. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Interesting first half, fellas, and an eye-opening day here in Week 10 on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with the Michigan State Spartans taking on the Charlotte 49ers.
Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback.
And it's Michigan State in one of those old-school fight-in-a-phone booth games. Neither team has been able to break out offensively, but it feels like the one that does will come away today with a signature win. Wild day across the sport today, and a game that, no matter the final, will affect the championship game inside the American Conference.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7. He's changing the play.
Mustang.
The give to the back. And he makes the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31.
Coming into this game, man, the focal point was on the running back, right? We've got to stop the running back. Talking to these coaches, they've got to be physical. 1 guy, 2 guy, 3 guys have to get there. Man, they've done an unbelievable job being physical, getting him on the ground, and really shutting a great player down so far this game.
3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. There he goes! Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
Caught, and he's got room. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45.
It has not been a banner performance so far by this offense. Here in the second half, they need more plays like that. That's a good sign, but you got to be able to put those plays back-to-back now. Really nice job early in the drive coming up with a big one in your own end. But now you've got to be able to string some of those along now and score some more points.
On the run, it's Owens. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2.
Stop. Kill.
Motion from the wide receiver. They'll run him again. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. Pulls and fired complete. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
Really nice time to go RPO there by the offense. 3rd and short, you might run the football. You got to fake that, certainly, and it freezes the defense just a split second enough for the QB to spit that thing out to the perimeter, to make the catch, and get the first down.
A&M comes back out with another first down. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
Throwing Reed. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Quick catch on third down. At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And here they come, almost all the way back.
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
Oh, they blocked the extra point. That's a live ball. He can take it back for 2. The officials blow the whistle to stop play. There is a Longhorn shaken up. This is really aggressive here. Still just a one-possession game in the third quarter, and they're going for the onside kick.
Yeah, and I know you're down. I think it's always harder when to pull the trigger, when to be aggressive. And listen, they decided it was time. It's the third quarter. Got to make something happen. Got to make a play. Unfortunately, it was just unsuccessful.
The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the third quarter, they'll try to answer here. Running inside, it's Wingo. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Looking for space. It's Henderson. Down he goes.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on third down. They give it back to him. He gets it down to the 40-yard line, but he's going to be a little bit short of the marker. It'll be fourth down. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short, and teams want to make their move in the rankings. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on fourth down. Out wide left, it's Wingo. Off and running. Touchdown, Longhorn. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You've got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry, get some emotion, get some momentum on your side.
The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have snags it, and there's running room. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. Texas A&M going quickly. Timeout taken by Texas. It's their second. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Here's Reed to throw. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
Left side is Edwards. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. And the Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Turns up, it's Edwards. Looking for room at the 30. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions. Got to continue to get these first downs. Move quick. Don't be in a hurry.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
What a nice answer by this defense. You give up the big play, you respond right back. You get the sack, create some momentum for your side. Nice job by this defense staying with it.
Out wide left, it's Morrill. Jumped on top of the pile. Quite a bit of work to do on 3rd down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. Reed fires to the wideout. It's caught. He makes the catch. He's knocked down immediately, but they'll have a goal-to-goal situation from the 8. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do.
Kill.
The Longhorns stop the clock for the final time, calling their 3rd timeout. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. Texas A&M will line up with a 1st and goal. Out wide right, it's Edwards. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Texas A&M. How about delivering that touchdown pass when your mowers and your incisors got rattled around about the same time?
He's going to need a minute to go over and clear the confidence on the sidelines, but I think after throwing that touchdown pass, that's going to give this QB a ton of confidence moving forward.
Now a 2-point conversion attempt coming up. Right side, it's Johnson. He's not quite going to get there, and the try for 2 fails, and they are unable to cut into this lead any further.
34, Texas A&M, 25. Number 96, set to kick off.
On the move from inside his own 20. Gets it out nearly to the 35-yard line. Corralled and brought down. They'll mark it at the 34. The Texas offense makes its way out to begin the drive. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Trying to make magic with his feet.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
And the Longhorns with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Breaks into the open. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
Really been impressed by the balance we've seen from this offense so far in the game, but I think you got to give a lot of the credit to the running game because it's been able to freeze these defenses, help set up play action. They've been physical at the point of attack. I think that really has been the key force for this offense so far, having the success they've had.
It's dropped after taking the hit.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Second and long here. Wide receiver going in motion. From the gun, it's Henderson. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success on that play. Really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28, and it's 3rd and long. Throws it back. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team.
I definitely am trying to be a little bit conservative. I can't be cautious, but I want to be a little bit conservative. Up 2 possessions. The clock is my friend. I got the football. The worst thing I can do is throw an interception, turn the football over, stop the clock, give them the ball back in an opportunity like this.
It's a really nice job by the cornerback playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball, and this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that would try to submarine these rig running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle, getting him on the ground.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Defense making the play. Hey, never hurts to pad the stats on D either, right? And they'll be able to run out the clock. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. And now when you have a solid lead like this, Jesse, you find out, can you deliver the knockout punch?
And we're expecting them to come out here and just run the football, bleed the clock, let the big uglies up front get some push, and ball security, David. That's premium.
Yes, take care of the football. Don't make any dumb mistakes. Be physical. And listen, if they want to load the box, don't be afraid to take a shot.
Second and long here, but objective number 1, keep that clock moving. Sees an alley. Turning it on. And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. And that is a punch right in the gut to make a play like that and have a penalty wipe it out. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Motion from the back. On the direct snap, it's Lockett. Caught in the backfield, it's Manning. Brought down.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Got to pick up a few to move the sticks here on third down from their own 20. Powers through the defender. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock.
And that's a great sign for this offense because this year we know there's been a little bit of inconsistency, and I think the biggest problem has been third down. Right there, nice job executing, running the ball, picking up the first, and keeping this drive alive.
The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Arch Madness. Got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Texas. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. 15-point lead, going for 2 here. If they get it, it'll be a 3-possession game. Looking to pass. It's Manning. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. And he takes this from inside the 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. After this, it'll be a wrap. Timeout is called with just a single second left. Quarterback keeper. Last play of the game, they'll try to dress up that final score. Makes the tackle at the 32.